Welcome to OTF. Yeah.
The first time I lived alone was when my mother moved away to Montana and left me in Minnesota. I lived in an apartment and I had a gremlin. That's a car.
It was a typical 18-year-old's apartment, messy and so disgusting.
Living on my own for the first time was when I went to college, and I went buck wild because I was like, I'm free, I can do whatever I want. And then I learned very quickly that you need to calm down sometimes.
When I was 18, I left to go on the road with a band, and I lived in a tour bus for 4 months, and it was the greatest part of my whole life, still to this day.
I lived in a model's apartment with 7 other models in a 1-bedroom apartment with bunk beds.
It's the nicest place that I'll probably ever live. It was this beautiful loft, hardwood floors, and concrete everywhere. I had a mattress on the floor, and a shopping cart was my chest of drawers.
Well, what do you mean I have to wash everything myself? I bought paper plates when I first moved out. How bad's that? So I didn't have to do any washing up.
Oh my God, I remember my grandma, TT, and my mom coming over, and like they opened my eyes up because they were like, this is a hole. Like, you need to learn how to clean, and this is how you clean a stove, and also light the gas oven thing because you could die.
My parents and I moved to LA all together. By the time I was sort of situated, they all moved to Texas. So the really funny joke in my family is that I never moved away from home. My home moved away from me.
My mom moved out to LA with me from about 15 to 19. She moved back to Tennessee when I was 19 and was super excited up until the next day when she left and I woke up and there was no one there to make me breakfast or do my laundry.
I remember I was like, oh, it's my room, I'm gonna make it all awesome. So I like took Tide and like splashed Tide on the walls with like black lights and stuff. And I came home one night and I flipped my black light on and my buddies got in, they wrote like nerd, geek, like in black light.
First time living alone was when I moved to Toronto. It's this beautiful character building, like 4 floors, and I was absolutely in love with it. I had my own little balcony, my own little kitchenette, and although it was like old and there were a lot of problems with it, it was my own, and that's all that mattered, and I had a lot of great memories there.
My roommates were very, very messy, and so we had mice, and they destroyed like my toaster oven, my plates and stuff. They melted them in the toaster oven, that's how it broke.
I lived off of like cup of noodles and mac and cheese and sunflower seeds.
I literally went from my parents' house to my own house. I don't know how a sprinkler system works, and like there's just like a lot of things. Like a house is like a black hole that just like sucks you up into it and everything goes wrong, always.